Hey, everybody, VP here, and it's time for another VP Plays AC's Top 3! Yes, this is the video series in which we play the top 3 decks off of Alex Coccia's top 10 list of the week he does every week. And his list is based off of Untapped.gg statistics, so these decks should work, man. They should work. These are the ones that are at the top of the stat lists on Untapped.gg, and yeah, we're just trying them out, man. And we tried number 4 in the last video, Techno Daredevil version 1. Wasn't a big fan of that deck, so I'm excited to try this next deck. This other deck? Yes, this other deck. We're gonna try this other deck. Yes, guys, this next deck is number 2 En Sabah Dump. A little more familiar with this sort of deck than I was with the past one that I played. So, looking forward to jumping into this. Let's get into it and see what we can do with the number 2 deck of the week. Alright, number 2 deck of the week. Come on, VP, we should be able to do good with this. It's the number 2 deck of the week, for crying out loud. Featuring En Sabah Dump. Hanging out in the meta still, man. That's pretty good for a Season Pass card, isn't it? That is pretty good. We get our Quicksilver down there. Alright, we're playing the Reaper. Watch out, guys. We're playing the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper, man. Don't fear the Reaper. Alright, Domino coming into hand. Well, at least this has a nice curve. I always like decks that have nice curves to them, you know? Really helps out. Maximus coming into my opponent's hand, drawing me into my Infinite and Giganto, I should say. Mad Report, the 3rd location, end of turn, give each highest cost card here +2 power. Well, you know what? Those are all great and well, but I got nothing to play in turn 3 after doing that Quicksilver Domino play here. Debris not showing up for us, the only 3 cost card in our deck. By the way, let me turn the trackers on here. I forgot to do that in the last video. Forgive me for doing that, but you can see it this time. The Untapped.gg deck trackers are out there. Storm came down for my opponent. Well, that's not fun. They're flooding the location. I don't like that. Alright, Jubilee, pull me down a Dracula. How about that? I'll settle for a Debris if you can't. You know what? If you get En Sabah Dump, that'd probably be alright too. What do you got me? What do you got for me, Jubilee? Alright, En Sabah Dump coming down for us. Okay. He is the namesake of this deck after all. The nice thing about this deck is we have Dragon Lord in it as well, which means we can pull out some cards, which is exactly what we're going to do here with our Dragon Lord. Do we want to pull that out? You know what? No, we'll pull it out here, because you know what? We're going to pull out the Infinite or the Giganto. Check it out. Yeah, your Hobgoblin's not going to be mad because I'm going to pull out a Giganto or Infinite or Debris. Well, what a bummer. Oh, we'd have pretty good power in there if it wasn't for that silly Hobgoblin. Well, I mean, you got to get Dracula down, right? We got to get her Dracula down. Do we? I mean, do we? I don't have any other cards to play with Dracula, so I might as well just play with my highest cost card in hand, which just happens to be Hulk, and hope my opponent cannot win. That will fulfill En Sabah Dump's quest. Oh, never mind. Magneto screwed everything up on my opponent's side. I think we still got the win here, though, so Magneto didn't screw us up too badly, but there we go, a victory! Already doing better with this deck than we did with the number 4 deck of this week, so good stuff, right? Alright, let's move on to the next game. Alright, game 2 with the number 2 deck of the week, En Sabah Dump. Heck to the yes, guys. Playing Wrath. Well, you know what? We didn't fear the Reaper, we beat the Reaper. Is this the Wrath of the Reaper or just a Wrath? I think we can beat whatever it is. We're playing En Sabah Dump, for crying out loud. Unfortunately, Luke's Bar is the first location, so I'm going to have to rely on my Jubilee and Dragon Lord in this deck to fill that location, I guess. There's Domino coming in hand here. Guess we'll play there to the Otto's lab, pull something out for my opponent. Watch me pull out a big card that they need. Oh, okay. I'm glad we pulled that out. Is that a snappable? Is that a snappable offense? I think so. That's pretty good. Took out their absorbing man. We'll take that. Camp Lahai shooting us over a Surtur. Surtur not too bad actually in this deck, so we might actually use that Surtur. In fact, yeah, it's the only thing I can play, so why not? Why not get Surtur down? We got 10 power cards, right? Surtur is after you play a card with 10 or more power, this gains +2 power. We definitely have that in this deck, so yeah. Although if the Dragon Lord and Jubilee pull out a card, hey, thanks Warlock. That probably doesn't count as playing the card, right? So I don't know, maybe Surtur wasn't that great for us. We got nothing here for turn 4. That's unfortunate. Well, so far the Wrath, not too bad. Not too bad of a Wrath here, guys. We can deal with this Wrath, I suppose. Oh, Morph, that could be bad for us. Blink, but no target. Okay. Blink with no target. Well, let's get our Dragon Lord down here. Boom. Start filling up Luke's bar. Hey, my opponent played something there, too. Yeah, I got a Red Hulk down in Luke's bar. That's a good card to hold it down. They got a Dragon Lord, too. What are they doing? Copying me! You copycat! Do I need to do the obligatory point emote? Where's the obligatory point emote? There. Delayed, but we got it. Alright, let's see. Final turn. My opponent retreated. Yeah, you better retreat. Get your Wrath out of here. Go Wrath somewhere else. You can't Wrath here. Go Wrath somewhere else. Maybe we empowered Wrath. You know, he lost now, so now he wants to do more wrathing, you know. Invoke more wrath, if you will. Alright, let's move into the next game. Alright, we've taken down the Reaper. We've survived Wrath. And now we're up against Jurgo. Jurgo, let's win. Like, you know, here goes, let's win. I guess it doesn't work out, does it? I don't want Jurgo to win. I want to win. You know, that's why, you know, that's what I'm trying to say there. Blade coming down on my opponent. Weapon H, we're playing a discard deck. Okay. Let's see how En Sabah holds up to this discard deck. No, it cannot be fully known. Weird World giving us a Lady Sif and a Wong.
Always lucky.
Domino always lucky coming into our hand. Do we need that Wong? Is that Wong actually going to do anything for us? I guess it could. If we get a Jubilee, we got our Dragon Lord, so Wong could do some work for us if we get it down. Jurgo coming down with a Colleen Wing, continuing up the discard. I have to pause when I say discard, because I want to say Discord, which is a completely different thing. You know, Lady Sif, you are going to get rid of the card that costs the most. I don't think I want that. You're not part of my deck. I don't want to play you. I'm going to skip my turn here. It's funny that this deck has Quicksilver and Domino in it, so my 1 and my 2 turns are great. But in all my games so far, I don't think I haven't had a three play to play. And now we got Dracula coming down for us. Sure, let's do that. Wait a minute. Should I have played my Wong there? I probably should have played my Wong there. That was probably the play. But we can blink out Dracula and bring something else back. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do that. Seems like there's some good versatility in this deck. This En Sabah Dump Deck. We got Blink doing stuff. We got Jubilee. We got Dragon Lord. Yeah. Oh, not too shabby. Yeah, my Dracula became a Hulk, and here it is, the final turn. We got Jubilee, can pull the top card of my deck. I almost feel like this deck doesn't need En Sabah Nur in it, though, you know? I guess that's just a separate play that you could do. Is there something else I can do here? I want to just Dragon Lord. Yeah, I think I just Dragon Lord here. There's nothing else I could really do. I got 6 energy, so I can only play 1 card in my hand, really. So yeah, let's just Dragon Lord. Let's bring that Infinon out. Bring that Giganto out. We'll be good. Dracula, that works too. He can kind of be one of those, hopefully. Uh-oh. Gambit gonna... Okay, good. Good. Feel like we dodged a bullet there. Alright, they got an En Sabah Nur coming down. En Sabah Nur working for them. Conchu!
You won't need this anymore.
Conchu brought back a Modok. Are we gonna survive this? I guess it kind of comes down to my Dracula here. Yeah, there you go, Dracula pulling out the Infinite and the victory. Jurgo! Victory! GG to you, my friend. GG to you. And, what, 2 cubes? We got 2 cubes out of that? I gotta snap more. But I didn't know where we were headed, man. I didn't know where we were headed with that particular game. But let's head into the next game. Alright, here we are, guys. So far, so good. Loving the number 2 deck of the week. En Sabah Dump. Camp Lahai throwing us a Nocturne. Not a bad card there either. Alright, let's get our Quicksilver down. Nice thing is, we might be able to break our habit of having the Quicksilver, Domino, and then no turn 3 play. So at least we have a Nocturne for turn 3.
What are the odds?
My opponent snapped. Why you snapping? You got a little destroy deck? You think your little destroy deck's gonna do something to us? Oh man, sir, you know I'm snapping back. I am offended by that, and I am snapping back. I think my deck can hold up. I think the number 2 deck of the week can challenge any destroy deck that's out there. Unless you really get destroying like crazy, which is always possible. Alright. Funny thing is there's no tech really in this deck, so my opponent can pretty much do whatever they want. There's nothing I can do about it. We just have to get bigger than them, which I think is what this deck is designed to do. Nocturne, I'm going to play down there to Washington, D.C. And, yeah, see what we can do there. Alright, yeah, Deadpool, yeah, Carnage, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, hit the macro, hit the macro key that lets you just play destroy automatically.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Yeah, always the same, man. I would get so tired of playing destroy if I played it on the regular, man. It's so similar every turn. Every turn. Alright, let's get a Jubilee down here. We'll get a Jubilee down there. Do we think we're going to win this location with our Jubilee? Unless we pull a Dracula, we probably have a pretty good chance of it. So we'll hold on to that Nocturne for now. Bucky Barnes, Killmonger. Goodbye to our Quicksilver. Alright, man. Yeah, look at that. Jubilee pulling down a Red Hulk. I like that. I like that. We got a blink and a debris off of that Asgard location even as well. Man, I think do we just go with Dragon Lord here? Do we just go with our Dragon Lord here? Sure, why not? Let's do that. You know what? Let's play Dragon Lord over here to Camp High. Let's do that. That works, right? We'll keep Nocturne there for the time being. That'll be our last minute power shift. Yeah, Venom, doing your destroy deck. Your Killmonger's like 20 billion for, I mean, your Null's 20 billion now, and it didn't do anything but just sit in your deck the whole time. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. Alright, there we go. Dragon Lord coming down. Blink, gonna blink away the Dragon Lord, but there's nothing to pull out of that, our deck there. So I think we're in good shape, man. Yeah, see, I got En Sabah Nur late. I don't know that this is really an En Sabah deck. He doesn't seem to do a lot in it, you know? I don't know that he needs to be in here. Just saying, I don't know that he needs to be in here. Where do we need to be? Where is their silly knoll coming down? I don't see any possible Arnim Zola plays here. So what am I missing? What am I missing? It's just knoll and death? So like 80 power somewhere? And we have to try to guess where that 80 power is going to come down? Well, you know, let's just do this. We got Giganto in hand. Nobody expects Giganto, you know? Nobody expects the Giganto. Oh, look, they got how they got 4 cards to play? It's a destroy deck. How they got 4 cards to play? Is one of them a Deadpool? I haven't been paying attention. I tend to snooze out when auto play destroy decks come and start coming out. Hey, look at that! Is it over? Is it over? Did we win? Did we beat the silly destroy deck? Yes, we did. Dino Comic, I will see you later. Learn to play a different deck, sir. Learn to play a different deck. Man, I'm coming off pretty cruel here, man. Hey, if you play destroy deck out there, you know, that's fine. I don't mind, you know. If that's your play style, that's what you like, that's what you enjoy, then do it. It's definitely a meta-performing deck. Far be it for me to tell you what deck to play. But I just play so many destroy decks, and I see them so much that it just drives me crazy. Always the same cards. Always the same cards. But it doesn't matter because we won, and I can stop griping, and I got 8 cubes out of it, so let's move into the next game. Alright, deep breaths, VP. Deep breaths. You got on your destroy soapbox. We're coming off of it. Savage Land. You're playing against Yeah, which seems like an answer to your gripe about destroy decks. But we're going to keep on playing. Nice and calm. Nice and relaxed. Kitty Pride coming down from my opponent. We're relaxed. We're good. Camp Lahai. Is this the featured location, by the way? Seems to be coming up a lot for us.
Always lucky.
We pulled a Maverick out of there, so we get another 3-cost card. That's pretty cool. Let's get our domino down. Okay. Not too shabby. I'm liking this deck a lot better than the first deck of the week that I played. Alright, yeah, we got some Maverick play here. After you play a card here, add a copy to the opponent's side. Machine World, do we want to give them a Maverick? No, I don't think I do. But I am running out of space at these other locations. It's a little unfortunate. But, yeah, we'll play Maverick down here. Camp Lahai. What's my opponent got happening here? Zombie Mr. Fantastic. Okay. Cool. We'll go spider action. Okay. Nice. We'll go spider coming to us now. Kitty Pride. So this might be a show-low deck. Shoe-low deck. Let's get the Jubilee going, man. You got some pretty good cards we can pull. Kind of don't want to give them a Jubilee, though. That's a little... eh. Well, let's Jubilee down something and then plan to blink it back next turn. Okay. A Scotty Sun. Oh, nice to see a Scotty Sun playing a part here. I do like this card, by the way. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This was from the Grand Arena. Or no, this wasn't from the Grand Arena. This was for something before that. It's one of the past cards from one of the season cards from last season, I think. But yeah, 2/4, 2/3 base. Create a 1-cost card in another location. Increase the cost each time you're winning here. I like this card. I like this card a lot. All right, let's go ahead and play our blink. I think I'm confident to give my opponent a blink here. You know, I think I have the confidence that'll drop our Jubilee back and pull out Hulk, I think, if my math is correct there. So that's a nice exchange. Vision coming down for my opponent. Nakia following that up. There we go. There's the big green man right there, Hulk. smash away. Hey, we got a Jubilee back. Not sure it's worth playing the Jubilee. I almost kind of want to play Dracula here, but I don't want it to pull down the Jubilee. Right? Well, it just gets the power of the card. So we don't really want Jubilee in there. Ghost Spider we'll play here at Blink. And then, yeah, I think we'll... Where do I put Maverick's power? To the Ghost Spider? So that would be 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to 7. No, I think I just give it to Dracula. There we go. Got some pretty good chance to hit a couple of big cards there. I guess it's a 25% chance to hit a not so great card in Jubilee. My Dracula, that is. Well, we got Giganto, Red Hulk, and Infinite in hand, so that's a pretty good chance for Dracula to hit any of those cards. Okay, what's my opponent got? A Blink. Hey, they are using that Blink. Will it cause the end of the game? That would be sad.
Spider-Man here.
Yeah, nowhere to move, Spider-Man. Dude, did the Blink just cost me the game? I think it did. I think it did, man. I thought I was going to be safe playing that Blink. I should have known. Given my opponent a Blink, and the Blink pulls it off for them. I guess that's what I get, man. I guess that's what I get. But you know what? Not a bad showing for the En Sabah Dump Deck. That is the only loss we got using this deck. So number 2 deck of the week definitely has VPs okay. I think you could probably climb with this deck pretty well. The only exception is I still don't see... I don't know that En Sabah Nur is really needed in it. We didn't really utilize him a whole lot. You got Jubilee and Dragon Lord pulling stuff out left and right, and we got the Dracula there too, so I don't know. Is En Sabah Nur needed? Maybe he's just like insurance. But in any case, strong deck. I like it. Hopefully you like it too. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and if you like the content, come on by and join me for a live stream where I play Marvel Snap. I usually do that on a Thursday or Friday, usually, provided my actual work doesn't wear me down to dust like it normally does. But yeah, we do try to stream, so come on, stop by the stream, cheer us on there, that'd be awesome. In the meantime, this has been VP, I'm signing off, we'll see you later, and hey, keep on gaming!